గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సర్దాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देखेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
డౌన్లోడ్ ఆహా నౌ.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అప్పురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన, అందరూ మెచ్చిన షో మన లక్కీ మహిళ. బోలెడంత ఎక్సైట్మెంట్, వండర్ఫుల్ విన్నింగ్ మూమెంట్స్.
ఎగ్జాక్ట్ చెప్పారు, మీరే గెలుచుకున్నారండి. కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్. $220.
సెలబ్రిటీ హోస్టులు, అదిరిపోయే పంచులు, సరదా సరదా కబుర్లు.
ఆశ దోశ అప్పడం బడ హెల్ప్ మీరు ఆడుతున్నారు.
ఇలా మరెన్నో మెమరబుల్ మూమెంట్స్ తోటి ఫస్ట్ యానివర్సరీ జరుపుకుంటోంది మన లక్కీ మహిళ. Watch it live only on TV Asia Telugu.
A warm good evening. Welcome to the Immigration Attorney Show with Talk Show with the Experts on TV Asia Telugu. We have with us our eminent lawyer, immigration expert Rahul Reddy Garu. He's a partner at Reddy & Newman Law Firm based out of Houston, Texas. A very hearty welcome, Rahul Garu.
Thanks for inviting Sita Garu.
Thank you. And want to have a special thanks to our show sponsors, movers.com, your one-stop solution for moving needs, and AHA, the streaming platform for amazing shows and movies to entertain us. So you can watch us on Yup TV, YouTube, Dish, Sling, World TV. So Rahul Garu, I think here we are with so many amazing callers waiting, and we have some great questions on our platforms, and so just want to understand what is the upcoming January visa bulletin going to look like, and what are we going to expect from it?
USCIS and Department of State has already indicated that EB2 may not be able to advance further. So don't expect to see much movement in the EB2. EB3 may advance a little bit or may not. Even if it advances, it will be a couple of months. It may not advance too. When it comes to the EB1, there is a good chance it will be a backlog. Now, a lot of people ask the question, when it backlogs, does it stay at December of 2022, or can it go back to 1 or 2 years? There's a good chance it's going to go back to about 1 or 2 years backlog for the EB1 category, particularly for Indian nationals and Chinese nationals. Also, the rest of the world demand has gone up. If you look into the last year demand, though, approximately 190,000 green cards were being given to the rest of the world. Typically, their demand is about 100,000 to 120,000, but all of a sudden their demand went up to 190,000 green cards, though. Now, there is a chance that EB2 and EB3, rest of the world, may be backlogged. It may go to backlog probably 1 year or maybe 1.5 years. I'm not expecting it to go back like 2 or 3 years, but in a year or two, year and a half, it is expected to go. Even though a lot of people ask questions, even though we have 60,000 extra green cards that's available that came from family immigration, this time, why doesn't the dates move? Because the rest of the world demand has gone up very significantly. There are a lot of cases that are already filed that are in pipeline. They expected to give Indians almost 140,000 green cards last year. But because of the rest of the world, they only gave up to 90,000. That means what happened is that the 50,000 of our green cards that had not been given to us, they were given to the rest of the world.
Got it.
So, and next year also, don't expect any miracle moments, guys. Don't expect any miracle moments unless there is a change. And we will discuss about the change later on. What change, if that change happens, how it's going to be.
Absolutely, Andy. I think that's bang on. We have to move on to the next focal point of this meeting, of this next question as well. It is the question from Sabarina Durai, and he's asking about the possibility of passing the EAGLE Act. So I would just also want to understand a little more. Can you educate us about why is EAGLE Act so beneficial and why is the timing actually so important? And also, how are these timelines involved making it so critical, and why is TV Asia and all of us promoting here? So can you shed some light on it, Andy?
Well, Sabrina, his was the first question on the YouTube. Yeah, he was right, bang on the point. First, let me explain what this EAGLE Act is. It eliminates the per country limit in the employment-based in a phases of 9 years. It's not going to be immediate, but it's going to be in the next 9 years, it's going to eliminate the per country limit. But the way right now we have is that no country can get 7% or more. Any country which gets 7%, when there is a demand, they get cut off. So eventually what happens is that it's going to take off completely. That's the easy thing. Now, I do expect that if the EAGLE Act passes though, the priority date, final action date, and filing date will move very significantly. They may move all the way to 2018, if not even further, at least in the coming year. Now, there are also other side benefits for it. For example, if your I-140 has been filed more than 2 years ago, you can still file the 485 by paying extra $2,000. So that means that you don't have to renew the H-1B, you're not bound to the company, and you can change the company 6 months after filing the 485, but you won't get the green card until the final action date is current. So practically, whosoever priority date, they said that the I-140 has been filed. So let's say it's going to be implemented somewhere in October of 2023, October 1st of 2023, this new law. So that means that anybody who filed an I-140 on or before October 1st of 2021, I mean, most probably all the people whose priority date is current, whose priority date is 2021, can file the 485 application immediately.
Wow.
By paying extra $2,000. Then eventually they will have to wait for the gradual removal of the per country basis. It's going to gradually remove it. And most probably the priority date will move to, the final action date will move to 2016 or 2017, and in about a year or so, it will be about 2018, 19, and at the most at about 5 years, 6 years timeline, it will be about only 1 or 2 years waiting period for the people to file the 485 application. So that is the essence of the EAGLE Act. Now, it also has some extra benefits. For example, if the children are aging out, the rule says that if the final action date, aging means if they're becoming 21, if the final action date becomes current, it freezes. There are some slight exceptions called CSP exceptions based on the I-140 pending time though. But here in the EAGLE Act though, if you are if you file, that means that if you are able to file the adjustment of status, even if the final action date is not current. Okay? Because I told you that if the I-140 has been filed 2 years ago, you can file the 485 by paying extra $2,000. The child age will be locked.
Okay. Okay,
There are a little bit some minus points here that the children will not be getting the employment authorization like the normal people. If the priority date is current where we get the EAD, the children will not be getting the employment authorization. But it still is very good. The priority date will move very fast. It's very good. We do not like any discrimination to happen. The reason why TV Asia and other people, good people like TV Asia is promoting this one is because we don't want discrimination to be done based on the birth. Now, if somebody has a choice, for example, if somebody says that, okay, if you wear this shirt, this kind of shirt, I won't allow you to come. Yeah, maybe I'll change the shirt or I won't go there. That's an option that is there for me. But if somebody says that because you're an Indian, you're not allowed, you cannot be coming in, you cannot get the green card, otherwise you are, there is nothing I can do. I can't change that. It's not like a hat, you know, like, okay, you play red hat, you can't come in. Okay, I'll wear a black hat and come in. But I can't change my country of birth. And that kind of discrimination, we fought. For women's right, we fought. Women didn't used to have voting rights until 1919, 1920, and most of the European countries came in 1950. Women were not treated equally. Then we had African Americans were being discriminated. Oh, at the time, my ex-boss, Mr. Halim from Gujarat, when he came in, the Indians cannot be in the front of the bus. They have to be at the back of the bus.
Wow.
We have seen this discrimination, but this discrimination is still continuing in the employment-based immigration. Yeah. This bill, to a larger extent, takes the discrimination off in a phase-by manner without affecting the other people to a greater extent.
Okay.
So I urge all the people to write letters to the Congress. Now you asked another question, Sita Garu. Why is this time important? So on January 3rd, we get the new Congress. Congress, that means new senators, new congressmen. You might have seen in the elections, recently elections happened. The Democrats retained the Senate, but Democrats lost the House. So on January 3rd, the new House comes in. So the leadership changes. So this is what we call it as after the elections and before the new House comes in, we call this as lame duck session in the United States. A lot of bills passes in this lame duck session because these people don't have to face the elections for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
That's a long period of time. People forget the things. So any controversial things, any things that are where people might like or dislike, there are two sides of it, they get passed right now. How the Congress works is that పచ్చి తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే కర్వం అంటే కప్ప కోపం వస్తుంది, కరవద్దంటే పాము కోపం వస్తుంది. When they are passing the bill, of course, it may hurt a little bit some people, it may benefit some people. So these Congress people, they don't want to hurt anybody, benefit anybody. They don't want to do anything. Yes. So this is the time, this is the lame duck session is the time they become bold. They feel that, okay, this is the time to act. And Sita Garu, last two years ago, in the lame duck session though, the bill passed in the House, the bill passed in the Senate. But the problem was there was too much fight about the elections. That's another problem at that point of time. Remember January 6th, the whole people came in, at that point of time, they're too much. And they were unable to have both bills because the bill that was passed in Senate and House were a little bit different. They have to reconcile that and pass it again. It didn't have enough time. If it was done at that point of time, most of our audiences would have got the green card, sipping their nice Coca-Cola or orange juice, wouldn't have watching this YouTube video, getting the green card. That would have been better for them. But unfortunately, you are here, and we don't want you to continue coming to our show. We want you to get our green card and then go to your entertainment, whatever this Balakrishna, N.T. Ramarao, or whatever those shows are.
You can watch AHA and the show sponsor as well. But
there you go.
This is tremendous. This is a tremendous news, Andy, and I hope this discrimination really ends very soon. And urge everyone here, please support and write the letters to the congressman like
And the
Rahul.
link is provided by the TV Asia. You scroll down, the link is there, guys.
Yes. Thank you so much, Rahul Garu. It was very educative, and I hope we pass this hurdle in a very fair fashion very soon. So let's get on to the first caller of the show only. The caller ending with 3094. Can you please mute your phone mute the YouTube channel or wherever you're watching it, but please unmute the phone and ask your question.
Yeah. Hi, madam. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, Rahul sir. I have two questions. So my first question is, so for any person whose the driver license is suspended due to the lapse in the insurance for a couple of months, right? So will there be an impact for the driver license suspension during the H-1B stamping, visa stamping, or port of entry, or in the green card process in the future?
It's okay. I'm assuming that the suspension is only because of the insurance lapse. Is that what you said?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. No, sir. No. And you will not have any problem in stamping. You will not have any problem in CBP. You will have no problem in getting the green card, any extensions, nothing, sir. You're good. But if the driving license is suspended for the DUI, definitely we want you to consult an immigration lawyer. But for you, you're good.
Okay, so there is no need to contact anyone through this, right?
You're good, sir. You don't. I would not. Okay. I would not pay immigration lawyer money. If I were you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Question.
We'll go to the next question.
For the persons who are applying for the new H4 EADs right now, sir, what is the current processing time, and do we have any biometrics for the first time applying for H4?
So they are applying only EAD or H4 plus EAD?
No, they have already H4 visa stamp in India, so they'll be coming to US.
So
and,
only you're saying that
EAD.
only EAD. Only EAD. If they are only applying for the EAD, it's taking anywhere between 3 to 6 months to get the EAD approval. Okay.
Okay, so there is no premium
we'll go to the next
for this, right?
There is no premium processing at this point of time. So we'll go to the next call.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy. Let's onboard the next caller, Andy. Caller ending with 4057. A very humble request. Please keep your questions short and sweet. That way we have a lot of callers waiting for their turn. And so I think we have the caller ending with 4059. Please go ahead with your question.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon. See, my priority date is June 2012 in EB3, and from December 1st, my date become current. Interview done last year, 2021, and it was under review for 1.5 years. But in November, date was not current. That time, it status change case remained pending, and now my date is current. So my question is that right now I'm working with current employer as a consultant, but now vendor is keeping pressure and asking to join full time. Otherwise, no more contract extension. So to save the job, because everywhere there is a layoff going on. So to save my job, can I?
So you have when did you file the 485?
485 we filed October 2020.
Okay. What is preventing you to move to the end client company right now?
End client is not offering, but still I'm using my H1B. But middle there is a vendor like a Cognizant, and they asking will not keep as a consultant. You can move as a full time. Otherwise, will not extend the contract.
So why can't you move? Why can't you move full time? What is the
because
problem
my
you're thinking
priority
in your
date is
mind?
current.
That,
My priority date is current now, and I-485 is pending. So will be any impact on my I-485 or getting delayed
No.
if I transfer
no
my
no
H1
impact.
to-
No impact on your I-485 if you move from company A to company B. If the company B's job is similar, there is something called AC-21 law that allows you to do it, that allows you to move companies without any problem as long as the new job is in the similar profession. In your case, the job is the same job.
Yeah, same job. So will be there, do I need to transfer with supplement J or without supplement J?
You can if you want to.
Why?
You can if you don't want to. They may issue an RFE at that point of time. You should do it at the time. When you go for an interview, you need a 485J. Or you can submit a 485J at the time when you're joining. It's all your option.
Yeah, because
No, I'm sorry. When it's a
Okay.
RFE or an interview, it's not an option. Yeah, the other thing that I would suggest you is, since
because
your
salary also is
485 has been pending
different
for more than what difference is it? It doesn't matter. You may be making 100,000. Now you're making only 50,000. Or you may be making 100,000. You're making 200,000. It still is fine. You're still going to get the green card under AC-21.
Okay, thanks.
Hello?
So no, because I was thinking that USCIS will trigger or he transfer the employer, so it will be my 485 will be delay or will be any negative.
So
impact.
what?
So it's not correct,
That's
right?
legally allowed. That's legal. Yeah, that is not right. You're under the wrong impression. The second thing is, what we are suggesting people is, if your final action date is current, if your application has been pending for more than 1 year, though, which in your case, go to the court. We have done a lot of court litigations in our office. In fact, in 2019, we did thousands of those things for the H4 EAD delays. We were very good in those things. You should contact a lawyer to take to court to get your green card, and then you don't have to come to the show.
Yeah, same
Yes.
was my
Okay.
next question, because last 2 years lot of frustration and
Okay. So I already told you the solution. We'll go to the next person. Okay? I already told you the
one last
solution.
question. So one of okay.
Probably.
Yeah, and the question is that same thing my friend did, but his H1 extension and H4 extension, USCIS put the beneficiary number on that H4. That will be not also any harmful, right? Or any, because same EAD
Okay,
number,
now you're moving.
line number kind of that, right?
I don't know what correlation between you and your friend is, but I told you your solution. Let your friend come to the show and contact us. Next.
No, same will be my case,
I guess
right?
you might need some consulting, Andy, like Rahul.
No, actually, I already told you the
Rahul,
solution is speaking something.
Rahul, just one question. If I transfer and they put the same like aligned beneficiary number on H1, H4 with a new vendor, so will be any impact on I-485? That is the
Why do you need H1? Why do you need H1B, H4 when you have an EAD?
No, but new company with transferring vendor as and going as a H1B, right?
Yeah, even if it's a
I don't
same
want
number,
to
it's
use
not going even if they put the same A number on the H1B for you, and your wife's the same A number or the AOSA number, it won't impact you. It won't impact you, believe me. Next person.
Thank you, Andy.
What is impacting you, you're not understanding.
Okay.
We'll go to the next caller, Andy.
Let's take the
No, a reject.
We'll go to the next caller,
delay.
Sitagar, can you go to the next caller?
Yes. So I'm taking up the next question here, Andy. It is so the person is saying, I have a green card. Is it legally okay to have 2 full-time jobs without telling either employers?
As far as the immigration law is concerned, Sitagaru, absolutely legal. There is no requirement you have to inform. There's no requirement that it is required that you have to inform the other employer in the immigration law.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's your answer, Andy. So let's take next caller here. It is the caller ending with
I-
0950. And really asking everybody here, please keep your questions short and sweet. We have a lot of callers waiting who have as important questions for them as you are. Thank you so much for understanding. So,
Hello.
yes, sir. Please go ahead. We can hear you.
Can we apply a new I-485 application while our old is pending?
If you're maintaining the non-immigrant status and your dependents are maintaining the non-immigrant status, yes, you can. We have done several times.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So let's onboard the next caller here. Caller ending with. Okay. Let's take the next caller, Andy. Caller ending with 9404. Please unmute yourself. No, you don't seem to be muted. Please go ahead with your question.
Yes. Hello, Rahul Garu. Good afternoon, Andy. And my question is, I'm currently on H-1B and I was recently laid off and I'm trying to file my H-1B through a consultancy right now. And I'm waiting for another company C as well to get an offer soon. But since I have the 60 days time, should I go ahead with, I'm going ahead with the B. But
Well, let me ask you this question. Do you have a job or they're just filing with the internal project, and we know what that internal project is?
Yes. I'm filing through a company. I have an offer through another company, like a contract job. So I'm filing.
Okay, you have a, okay, that's fine. I got the point now. So you have an end client lined up. This consultancy has an end client. Yeah, absolutely. You can file a H-1B right now. And if within 60 days after you were being laid off with company A, if you get a job with company C, you can move on to company C without any problem. If it is after 60 days that you are moving to company C after you were being laid off from company A, I recommend to get the company B's H-1B approved, then move to company C. You got it?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So if the company C has to file before, so I have to let them know.
Then you
that
don't mention, if you find company C within 60 days, you don't have to inform them anything about company B. You don't need to. Only if it is beyond 60 days, you have to inform.
Got it.
Okay, we'll go to the next
Thank you
caller.
so much, Andy. Thank you so much for the answers.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you so much, Andy. Thank you so much, Rahul Garu.
Thank
I think this is all helping other callers who are listening as well. So let's take a YouTube question here, Rahul Garu. Question here is, do we need to fill I-9 if we use the GCEAD for employment? Is it mandatory? My employer is not proceeding with the I-9. What can I do?
Well, if you have the H-1B and EAD, it is not mandatory that the I-9 need to be updated. Absolutely not needed. If the H-1B expires and the EAD is the only thing that is there, it is the duty of the employer to update the I-9. It is nothing like if by any chance they don't update the I-9, will you go out of status? No, you will not. It's something employer has to do it. Don't worry about it. Let him do his job. If he doesn't do his job, it's not going to affect you negatively in this particular case.
Got it. Okay. That's your answer, Andy. So let's take the next caller on board. Can we admit the next caller, please?
Go to YouTube questions.
Yes, we have the next caller and 6835. Caller ending
hello.
Yes. Yes, sir. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Thank you for taking my call. Rahulji, quick question. Actually, I had a 485 interview, and I got an RFE after the interview asking for the pay stubs and W-2s, and we responded to the RFE, and it was received last week. So the thing is, I'm planning to switch to an employer. Do we have to stay like for some time after submitting the RFE?
No, you don't have to. You can move within 1 month, 10 days, 1 day, doesn't matter.
Okay. And the follow-up question, like, do we have to file 485J if I move to the new employer? Because my employer,
good question.
He's okay to give
Keep
the
going.
485J once my date comes back. I mean, my flight date is 2014 October, so.
It's not mandatory that when you move to a new employer, that you have to submit the 485J form immediately though. However, if they issue an RFE, it becomes mandatory for you to respond to the RFE with the 485J. If by any chance you've been called for re-interview, in cases for the people who have never been called for the interview, you have to take the 485J. But as such, right now when you're moving to a new company, it's not mandatory that you have to file a 485J. Okay?
Okay, got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Andy. Let's onboard the next caller here. Caller ending with 7416. This is for the caller ending with 7416. Please go ahead with your question. There could be some lag if you're listening to us. I see you go back on mute, Andy. Please unmute your phone. Plus *6 to unmute your phone and go ahead with your question. Algar, probably in the meantime, let's take a YouTube question. Yes. Okay. So let's take a YouTube question, Andy. Question is a request to the callers. There could be some lag if you're hearing us on YouTube or any other social or any other mediums how you're listening to us. Please, can you get onto the call and speak to us? If you don't, there could be some lags if you're listening to us on the channel. Let's take the YouTube question here, Andy. Priority date is March 7, 2013. EB2 downgraded to EB3, then upgraded, got EAD plus AP 7 months back, 485J pending retrogress, I-140 approved for EB2 and EB3. I am with, I think, employer A and got offer permanently employer B on EAD. Should I continue with employer A? I think that is the question.
No need. I mean, you can move on to company B, company C though. Since it's been more than 6 months that you filed the I-485, you're under no obligation to stay with the same company. The AC-21 law clearly allows you to move to a different company as long as the job is in the similar occupation. So if you're still, if you were a software and you're going to be a software engineer, that's fine. But if you're a software guy and you want to become a lawyer like me, that's not allowed.
Got it. Okay, that's your answer, Randy. So let's take a caller question. Caller, can you please get the YouTube on mute if you're hearing us there?
Hello, the phone, but the
yes, sir.
Hello, can you hear me? Hey, Rahul and Sita, thank you for taking my call. So I had 2 quick questions. One is regarding my daughter who is greater than 21 years of age, and she's on F1 visa and she's studying here. And I have a green card which I got recently, so I'm planning to apply her in a family-based petition.
F2B,
F2B. So one question that I had is, there is an option wherein which you can choose between consular processing versus change of status within US, because currently she is in US, and her course is going to take her, close to 6 years because she's in a medicine path. So the question is, what should I choose? Because online when I Google up, they say that, hey, if in case she has to go back to India, then, if you want to transfer your application from US to consular processing,
US to consular processing, it will take extra 2 years.
Okay. So if I choose a
So
counselor,
now,
and then
if you do choose the
years-
counselor processing and then she's here, you don't have to do anything. You just file the 485. So if you think so, that she may be moving to India, okay? If you think so, pick a counselor processing.
Yeah.
Even if you have a 5% doubt, pick the counselor processing because it won't harm you.
Okay.
If it's a counselor processing, you're good. Now, if you want to change to USA, no extra time will be wasted for you. But you are right
so the best
that
option
if you choose, if you choose the counselor, if you choose the adjustment of status, now later on you want to decide, oh no, I want to get it in India. You add extra 2 years. You got it?
Awesome. I have one other question for my son,
Right.
Rahul. So he's a student, undergraduate in a college, and he got an EAD, but he did not get his green card approved because by that time the dates retrogressed. But I have a GC. So we have applied for a FAFSA application, the Federal Student Aid application for him, and it is getting denied. Even though he has got a alien number, EAD, and everything, it is getting denied for him. So when
Let me ask you another question. Yeah, I at this point of time, I do not have good knowledge about what you are speaking about the federal aid application, though. One thing, your son is under 21, is that right?
He is under 21.
We suggest you file a F2. We suggest you apply an F2A application for him.
I already did that, Rahul.
Smart guy. I have. That's good. You did very good. And you did in the counselor processing, I'm assuming, is that right?
Yes.
Oh, good. With regards to the federal aid, though, I really don't have knowledge about it, sir.
Yeah, but one quick question on that one is there is a clause which says that if you are a parolee, you are eligible for the federal aid.
I don't have the knowledge. I don't have, the parole is a lot of different parolees are there, but I don't have a knowledge. But does a parole includes the people who comes in advanced parole or not? I don't have a knowledge about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Rahul, but I got my answer for my daughter. That's great, Rahul.
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So let's take the next caller, Andy.
This caller was a smart guy. He did the F2A for his son without waiting for his priority date to become correct.
That's good, Andy. And I'm sure these questions that we are asking, even the callers are asking, and the knowledge you are imparting on all this is going to help a lot of viewers who are maybe not calling us, but they're getting their knowledge. Yeah. Thank you so much. And here we have the next caller ending with 7416. This is for the caller ending with 7416. Please notice there would be some lag in if you're listening to us on YouTube. Please ask your question here, Andy, as you get onto this call. Caller ending with 7416. I think we have the caller now as 9834.
Hi, Sita. Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, please go ahead with your question, Andy.
Hi, Rahul. Thank you for your time. And I'll go on quick with my dates. So my date is November 2012, with priority date, and we did a downgrade in October 2020 from EB2 to EB3. We received EAD and advanced payroll combo card for a year in March 2021. And in December 2021, we applied for EAD and AP extension. And in April 2022, we received only EAD extensions. We did not get any advanced payroll. But in July 2022, me and my husband got green card. My daughter, who is 15 years old, she did not get the green card, but they asked for a fingerprinting, which she gave in August 8th for code 3. And again, end of August, they sent out the other fingerprinting notice with code 5 in September 6th. So she gave her fingerprinting again in September 6th. Now the case shows that the fingerprints have been taken. In October 2022, she received advance payroll.
Okay, so what's your question?
So can she travel to India on advance payroll using her advance payroll?
Absolutely, she can.
Okay.
Absolutely,
And
she can.
other question,
Remember what the previous caller did with this child under 21. He filed F2A application in the consular processing. And I was telling to Sita Garu that is a smart thing he did it. Did you do that?
Okay. No, that
Do you know
was
what
my second
F2A
question. Since it's
Yeah.
2012, right? So November 2012. So we thought it would
What
move
loss
in
you are going
December.
to get? He's not going to get out of the adjustment of status. You file an I-130.
Right.
Maybe it will be useful. Maybe it will not be useful. If it's useful, your daughter is going to get the green card. Your child is going to get the green card faster. Otherwise, you will waste a little bit of money, which I don't think so you should mind.
Yeah, it does not matter, right? EB2 to EB3, it's a huge amount of money for three of us.
Yeah, but that's not whether you want your daughter to get the green card faster or you are willing to wait for next 10 years. I don't want to take that chance.
No.
F2A is correct.
No,
you should have filed 6 months ago. When the Pratt date moved back, somewhere in October, not 6 months ago.
Right.
September, you should have filed it.
Sure, sir. We'll apply for her I-30, I-130 in F2A in consular processing, right? That's what you're suggesting, other caller.
That's what I suggest, yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sita Garu.
Thank you, Mandy. So let's take a YouTube question. Like I said, a lot of callers are listening to others and also
I want to, Sitagar, I want to emphasize on the people where one family member has got the green card, the other family member has not the green card in the same employment-based green card. And now the dates are backlogged. I suggest all the people to file an I-130. I've been suggesting for a long period of time. People, it's going to be current. If it's going to be current, your employment-based green card is not going to go anywhere. It's going to stay as it is. This is an additional security. What if the priority date moves back? Oops, I'm wrong. It already moved back. And we don't know if the priority date is going to go current or it's not going to go current for you. This is a backup support. Not this caller, but the previous caller were very smart. He filed an I-130. But you go ahead, Sitagar.
I guess, yeah, Andy. Like you were suggesting, please follow the advice of what Rahul Gar was mentioning to all the other callers, Andy. It's for your own benefit. And yes, we have a question from Satya Poturu on YouTube, Andy. I got my green card EB2 priority date is 16 May 2012 in June 2022, but my wife was called for interview finally in November 2022 and cleared it. To apply F2A, the I-131 is taking 10 plus months. Should I wait for for E2 or apply for F2A? I think this is something related to what you were talking.
Definitely apply a family-based application. If you want your wife to get the green card faster, if you want to torture her, make her suffer and all those things, don't file. Simple.
That's your answer.
Yeah.
So let's take the next caller, Andy. We see a caller having a caller ending with 1814. Please unmute yourself, *6, and go ahead with your question. Caller ending with 1814. I believe we lost the caller, Andy. Okay, we now have a new caller ending with 2870. Again, this is for all the callers listening to us. Thank you for listening to us on the various platforms that you're listening, but please understand there is a lag in what you're hearing us. So if you're on this call, please ask your question. This is...
Hello?
Yes.
And do you know what's your expectation in January visa bulletin? My priority date is December 2013 in EB3. What is
Definitely,
your expectation?
I'm not expecting it to be current in January visa bulletin. I'm not. Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry about that. Thank you. We'll go to the next person, Andy.
Let's take the next caller in, Andy. Caller ending with 1814. Please unmute yourself.
Hello.
And yes, sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead with your question.
Hey, thank you for taking my call. Hey, I have a question. So my PD, my October 2014 in EB2 and downgraded EB2 and EB3 in October 2020, and I got my EAD and AP in October 2022, and we already applied for my EB2, EAD and AP and 485. So the question is, so I got my EAD in EB2 and AP status shows as like the applicant received the benefit by other means. So I was worried, what does that mean? Like EB2 131.
So you told me you filed 2 485 applications, is that right?
Yes, yeah. The downgrade and then
You also
straight, yeah.
You also told me that your first EB3 485, you already got an advance parole, is that right?
Yes, yeah. I got it.
What they're telling,
EB3,
what they're telling in EB2 is, hey, you already have an advance parole. We don't need to give it to you again. That's what they're telling you.
Oh, okay. So in case if I travel outside, can I use that?
You are not married
131?
to, you can use the I-131. You are still not married to EB3. You can still use the EB2 if you want to, okay?
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't get. Can you repeat that again? I mean,
Even if you use the EB3 485 advance parole, okay, it doesn't mean that the EB2 485 is dead. It still is active for you.
okay, so I can use that 131 for travel.
That's what I would do if I were you, yes. We'll go to the next call.
So next time if I apply again for the renewal, so can I, so at that time will they do for EB2 131? Do they consider? I don't need
Sometimes
to do EB3.
Sometimes they are issuing, sometimes they're issuing 2 advance paroles, sometimes they are not issuing. If they don't issue, you can use the one that you have.
But if that expires, we renewal, right?
That expires. Before expiring, you file 6 months before you file a renewal.
Yeah, so the next time I can, so do I need to do renewal both EB2 and EB3 to maintain EB3?
Renewal is the meaning of the renewal means you are renewing it. You don't have any advance parole to renew, is right, for EB2? So you can't renew it. You can only renew the EB3 one, not EB2. You don't have it. That's what you told me.
Yes. What I'm saying is next time after, like, let's say they gave only for 2 years. So in 2024, it's going to expire.
When 2024
so
expires, 6 months before, you just renew it under the EB3.
So I don't need to renew EB2 again?
Okay. Sita, can we go to the next caller? I'm sorry. You don't have EB2 I-131 approval. You told me that. If you don't have it, you cannot renew it.
Yeah, I guess.
We do EAD and AP both, right?
But we are only speaking about advance parole right now. We're only speaking about advance parole right now. As of now, we only spoke about advance parole, not about EAD.
No, when we renew at both time, at same time, right? That was my question.
I guess you can listen back to your question and the response that Rahul Garu gave one day.
Yeah.
Your question
please rewind it. You will rewind it. You'll get it.
Yeah, you may get the answer. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So thank you. So let's take before we have the next caller here, Rahul Garu, caller ending with 7045. Caller ending with 7045. Please go ahead with your question.
Hey, hi. Thanks, guys, for giving an opportunity to talk here. My question is, what are the minimum criteria required for an EB5 investment immigration visa? Is it like, should we start off with a small amount?
No, I think so. It's about 900,000. It used to be 500,000. Right now it's about 800 or 900. I keep forgetting that number. Let's assume it's 900,000. Now there are two different things though, okay? One is called regional center investing. Regional center investing is $900,000. The second is called non-regional center investing. Regional center investing is, there is, let's say for example, some investor, okay? He's some constructing company, wants to have a apartment complex built. So he goes to the USCIS. He tells the USCIS, look, this is a $10 million project. With this $10 million project, it's going to create jobs for approximately 100 people. That's what they say, approximately. How direct and indirect employment. So that the USCIS, once it's approved, then he goes back to people like you to invest $900,000 into it. Then he takes the investors and then he files an application for each of those people to get it. That investment is 900,000. If you were to invest by yourself, let's say in an apartment complex or hotel, it's $1.8 million, okay? You have to show the traces of the money, where you got the money. Oh, your dad in India can sell a property and send it to you. That's legal, okay? But that has to be tracked clearly through the banks. I'm sorry?
So what happens, if I'm like an individual investor and a software engineer working here? What's the minimum amount that I can start off with?
Would you start your own business or would you invest in the regional centers?
So probably I would invest in the
if you go in the region,
because I'm a software employee and wanted to invest somewhere.
Right. If it's in a regional center, it's $900,000 is the minimum investment.
I guess.
So there are no other ways that a personal individual can individually implement in federal investments?
Federal fingerprint?
No, I mean to say like federal funds, can I invest in somewhere like, federal government?
You mean to say like a mutual funds or something like that?
Yeah, because, the federal government also provides the investment plan, right, for us to invest. So that, I just give the money to them and they manage the money and everything. So I'm just providing the money for them.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Okay? That's not there.
So you're saying that for an individual, it's like about 800K, and if it's a group organization, it's about like $1 million.
No, if it's a
reverse.
Group organization, it's 900,000. If it's an individual, you are investing your own. That means that you're going to have your own motel, owned, managed, everything by you. It's 1.8 million.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Thank
you.
Okay, and that is cash investment. Let's say, for example, if you're investing in a motel, and the motel entire buildup is $2 million, you're only investing $500,000. Can you get the green card based on the investment? No, it has to be total $1.8 million at risk. You have to give you have to put I'm a poor guy. $1.8 million to be invested in the motel. Okay, not only 500 and rest you can't bring it from the bank. You can put 2 million and bring 6 million from the bank. That's perfectly all right. Okay, thank you.
Oh, so everything should be in cash, not even 401k, not even any other stuff.
401k is different. 401k is you have it. Your house, you have it. You're not investing in.
No, can I pull out the amount for 401k?
No. You can pull out from the 401k.
Bring the money from 401k.
You can
pull
out
from
from 401k? You can borrow. You can pull it out from 401k. Yes, you can. But then you will be incurring the penalty, the 10% penalties, right?
Yep,
and the taxes.
I understand that.
So both taxes will be gone, penalty will be gone. You get only like 50% of the money that you have if you pull out from the 401k plan. Okay? Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot, sir. Appreciate it.
you. Let's take a YouTube question here, ready? It is, I think we have the caller ready. Is it the caller ending with 8296? This is for the caller ending with 8296. There could be some lag when what you're listening to us. I thank you for listening to us, but please ask your question here. Caller ending with 8296.
Yeah, hello. Hello, Andy.
Hello, Andy. We can hear you.
Thanks. Yes, thanks, Rahul garu, Sita garu. So, my priority PD date is March 12, 2013, EB2. I have downgraded to EB3, then upgraded, then I got my EAD-AP 7 months back. So, 485J is pending.
Did you say, March 2012?
March 7, 2013.
Thank you. Keep going.
Yeah, so my I-140 for EB2 and EB3 approved, okay? So now my question is, so my son is in 11th grade now. He would like to continue his undergrad in US itself. So what are the possible impacts if I join a new employer? Suppose I'm working for consulting the employer A. Now if I got an offer, permanent offer for employer B, so can I go ahead on EAD with employer B? So what will be the impacts? My son is now currently 11th grade, is going to college next year after that, okay? So my EAD is valid February 15, 2024, and my current H1 is valid till January 10, 2025. So my question is, my son's 11th grade impact.
You're repeating son's 7th grader. So do you know what CSPA, Child Service Protection Act is, or you don't?
No, I do not know.
Do you know if your son's age is locked or not? Or you don't know anything about it at all?
No, I don't know anything about it. So now he is 16 years old. That's all I know that.
Good. One thing is that there is something called, I want you to write it down what I'm speaking with you. CSPA, Child Service Protection Act. You can Google, you can go to YouTube, and I made a separate 10-minute video on it. I want you to watch it. Okay. And if you still have questions, you should consult a lawyer to make sure your son is locked up. As far as your moving from company A to company B is concerned, though, nothing negative or positive is going to happen for your son if you move from company A to company B. You got it? Okay. But with having a 16-year-old son, though, you need to understand, is he locked in the CSPA age or not? Because your priority date is not current right now. If by the time he becomes 21, the priority date, final action date doesn't become current, will he be kicked out of this application? Will he still be in this application? Depends on whether his age is locked in the CSPA Act. And I am assuming that you already noted it down. If not, rewind this session, okay? Tvasia also supports YouTube, so you can go rewind this session. You will have that CSPA, and you have to get to know that whether your son is locked or not, okay?
Sure, I'll check that, sir. So I have thank you very much for that. And quick question. So for this month end, I'm planning to travel India on AP. Any issues and precautions if I travel to India?
None. Zero. Zip. As long as you're going less than 6 months, you're good. Less than 4 months, I would say. Okay? You're good.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Andy.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, right. Okay.
Let's take a YouTube question here, Rahul garu. It's from Pavan Verma. He says, my parents have got the green card as my sister is a citizen. Can they open a consulting company with my name, with my home address, and sponsor or transfer my H1B? And can I also be a partner of that company?
Well, they can definitely open a consulting company.
Mm-hmm.
The home address, where they can use your home address too. You can be the partner in the company too, but you cannot work for the company. Now, that's the main thing though, without them filing the H-1B. You can't use the home address and file a H-1B.
Okay.
Okay. So that's when you file a H-1B, the FDNS has to come and visit. They can't come and visit an apartment as an office. There must be an office space. All what you can be done can be legally done, but it needs to be clever planning though. The reason is there's a gray line, what you can work, what you cannot work. Okay. Owning is different. Working is different. If you're just a partner in the company, that's fine. Not a problem. But are you working? That's not allowed. Now, on the H-1B, let's say, for example, your dad and mom opens a company and there's an office there. Can they file a H-1B for you? The answer is simple. Yes, they can file a H-1B. If it's a proper company with a proper office space, proper everything, can they file H-1B? Yes. Now, can they file a green card for you? No. If your parents are a partner in a company where 5% or more ownership is there, the Labor Department asks the question whether any of those people are partners in the company. If so, it goes through a different recruitment process and it's a nightmare. I won't even take that case because it's so expensive and very good probability of getting denied. So yes, H-1B is possible, green card is not.
Okay, that's your answer, Pawan Garu. So let's take the next caller here, Andy. Maybe before we take the caller, there are a pile up of YouTube questions, Andy. Let's go to another YouTube question before we onboard the next caller. My priority date is October 2014 in EB2, downgraded to EB2, EB2 to EB3 in 2021, got an EAD and EB2 applied EAD and AP and 485 in July 2022. EAD is approved on EB2, 131 status because the applicant received benefit by other means.
We already addressed this question.
Okay.
Yeah, we already spoke with this.
Oh, okay. So probably we can go to the next question. It is from, let's onboard a caller, Andy.
Want to go to the YouTube question in a minute?
Yes, I would. So the question is from Satish. My priority date is May 2012 under EB2. Should I downgrade to EB3 in this situation? I received a RAD, and so which one best refill to infiltrate I have to downgrade?
I would definitely downgrade the application. I would definitely have EB2 and EB3 both ready. The reason is that if the EB3 moves forward to your date, definitely I would get you to do the interfiling and EB3. Be ready for both the things.
Okay. Okay. So we can have the callers onboarded, Andy, in the meantime. So let's take the next question here. If you cancel this appointment, okay, I think it is a follow-up of some other question. So if you cancel this appointment, I do not know, probably they're talking about scheduling an appointment for there. Okay, then you will have to exceed the limit of appointments canceled and will not be able to schedule another appointment until another MRV fees has been paid. I think this is regarding the, the India visa booking.
Yeah, you will have to pay the money again, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess we can onboard the caller. Let me try doing it. Okay.
Yeah, somebody corrected me. It's 800K, not 900K investment. Thank you for the.
That's good.
For the EB5.
Got it. So this is for the EB5. We have the caller ending with 7416.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yes, my priority date is April 2014, and I have EB2, EB3, all downgraded, upgraded, everything is done. And I have everything, EADs and APs. Now the question is, I got an RFE on my thing. So the question is on the RFE.
RFE on what?
On the RFE, I have an RFE saying that records show that from August 24, 2015 to October 2016, you were in United States but did not provide the Form I-797. So I have a case
I cannot hear you. Sitagaru, can you hear him properly? He said he got an RFE between 2014 and 2016, but it's not audible very clear to me.
Yeah, can you get closer to the mic? Yeah, to the speaker, Andy? Yes.
Yes. Yes, on August 25th, 2015, H-1B has been filed in regular processing, and
no, you're getting
on
cut off,
June 4th.
You're getting cut off. I'm sorry.
Can you try
Let's go to the next person. I can't hear you.
Yeah. Can you please try joining back, Andy?
We'll try the next caller, Andy. I can't hear him.
Yes. So let's onboard the next caller, Andy. Okay. I see the. Okay. So let's onboard the next caller. Caller ending 7243.
Sorry, it was my mic. Are you still there? I'm sorry, I got cut off. Can you
I can admit
repeat?
the caller.
You got an RFE between 2000. Oh, sorry.
I will admit the caller ending with 7416. Please stay online. We will try to admit you back. Oh, I think they got dropped off. Okay. We have a caller ending with 7243.
Yeah. Hi. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hi, I have a quick question. So I'm on H-1B with, my priority date is July 2017. So my question is, my daughter is in high school right now, and she's 14 years old. So let's say there are a lot of this layoff is going on right now. So let's say in case I lose my job, is there any option for her to continue her study here, or if she can transfer from H4 to F1?
So you didn't file. You said that. Did you file for 485? You're on H1B right now.
I'm on H1B. I'm on H1B, and my I-140 is approved.
Okay.
Priority date is July 2017.
July 2017. So, are you planning? Let's say, for example, you got laid off right now. Are you planning for her to continue until this academic year ends, or you want to continue even after that also?
Even after that as well.
So, if you get laid off right now. Okay, if it's only until June of 2023, your entire family can file a B2 application and stay in the United States, and she can go to school, and then you can leave in June after the school is over. Now, if you want her to continue going to school here though, then you may want her to apply for private schools, okay? Then get a I-20, and then apply for the F1, and then she...
I'm sorry, your voice is... Hello? I'm sorry, your voice was...
Yes, Rahul Garu, we lost you, I guess.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm still here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm getting disconnected. I don't know why. So if she wants to go to school though, I mean, after June though, you have to get a I-20 from a private school, okay? And she has to get an F1. Either she can stay in a hostel or she can stay with some guardian whom, like let's say for example, your cousin, your brother, your sister is here, you can have them stay with them, or she can stay in a hostel.
Okay.
Okay, so private school, they provide I-20, right? I mean, for the high school kids as well? Do they?
Some private schools, yes.
Okay.
Some private schools,
Okay,
yes.
and does it impact anything?
I know one in Houston.
And so does it impact anything on, once, let's say, I'm back on H1, whenever I get a job, can she continue or as a H4 from F1 to F4 later?
I guess we have a technical problem with Rahul Garu unable to hear us.
I don't know what's going on with my phone today. Sorry about that. He asked a question, but if it gets disconnected, I think so we're off the time too. Let's close it off if it gets disconnected.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Go ahead.
I just
Go
have
ahead.
one quick question. Let's say, I just have a quick question. Let's say if I come back on H1 again can my daughter move back from this F1 to H4 again as a dependent?
Yes, absolutely she can. Absolutely she can. She can move back to H4.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
Garu,
She can move back to H4.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Rahul Garu, we have the caller
Thank you
ending
so
with
much.
7416. I see. I'm going to onboard them, Andy. That's the last caller we will be taking. Caller ending with 7416. We have the caller ending with 7416. If you're still with us, please go ahead with your question. We try to onboard you again.
Hi, you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can, but I do not know about Rahul Garu. There is some technical glitch, looks like. Rahul Garu.
Can you hear me, Rahul?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm having some technical difficulties. Go ahead with the question, sir.
Yes. So RFE is August 24, 2015 to October 2016. You were in United States but did not provide Form I-7 and 7. The case was on August 25th, 2015. New
I'm
H1
sorry.
has been filed.
It looks. So you're telling that between 2014 and 2015 or 2014 and 2016, there is some discrepancy according to the USCIS, but you are telling there is no discrepancies, right?
There is discrepancy actually.
If they got discrepancy though, because I'm sorry, I got lost a couple of times, and it was not your mistake; it was my phone. I realized it later on.
Okay, so a new H1 has been filed on August 25th, 2015, and it got denied on
what was filed?
June 4th.
New
August
H1.
25th, 2015.
What was filed?
H1. H1 was filed on August 25th, 2015, and it got denied on June 4th, 2016. And on July 7th, I applied again a new H1B with the same employer because I have I-140 future employment with them, and it got approved. So now there is
Did it got
MPR
approved?
open.
Did it got approved with the? Keep going.
Yes, it got approved from 2016 August 2016.
But when it got approved, did it got approved with the I-94 or without the I-94?
Without I-94, and we have been to India and we stamped and came back.
So when you got denied in July of 2016, it got denied, is that right?
Yes, after 1 year almost.
And from that time, how long you stayed after the denial occurred before you went to India for stamping?
in October of 2015, we have, no. In 2016 October, we went to India to get stamped.
So is that when you say October, do you mean to say October 2016, October 2017, or October 2018? I didn't get the year though.
2016 October, we went for stamping.
So you.
And yes, go ahead.
I guess Rahul Garu has a huge technical issues, and thank you so much for joining back, Rahul Garu. I know I understand totally you are having big time technical problems there.
Sorry for the technical. Yeah, if it is only from July of 2016 to October of 2016 that you stayed without the H1B after the H1B got denied, I'm not expecting much problem. That things need to be explained very clearly. You still come under the 245K section. That means that if ever you were unlawfully present in this country for less than 6 months, which is from July to October, you're still entitled to get the green card. You need to identify them and give them the memo from the USCIS and explain them what a 245K is, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Rahul.
Sorry. Yes, I'm extremely sorry for my interruption, guys. I don't know what happened. I'm at the home, the same camera, same thing every time. I don't know what happened.
But I think we are top of the hour as well, Andy, and you have brilliantly answered all the questions. I know there was a little technical glitch, but thank you so much. And we will be closing the show, but thanks again, Rahul Garu, for all the work that you do and helping the whole immigration community at large. Thank you for all the service that you do, Andy. So that is the end of the show, and look forward to seeing you all. Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing you all in the next.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Please don't forget to write the letter to the Congressman. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.
గెలుపే ఊపిరిగా, పట్టుదలే ప్రాణంగా, ఆశయమే గమ్యంగా పోరాడే యోధుడికి విజయం అన్స్టాపబుల్. ప్రశ్నల్లో మరింత ఫైర్, సరదాల్లో మరింత సెటైర్, మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా. దెబ్బకి థింకింగ్ మారిపోవాలా? మీకోసం మరింత రంజుగా.
अब तू देख लेगा बच्चन साहब का खेल.
Download AHA now.
ఆకర్షణీయమైన చీరలు, అబ్బురపరిచే ధరలు, అందరికీ నచ్చిన